Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far and welcome to today's video, which I am very excited to dive into because I have 3 of the new Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Luminous Powder Blushes and I cannot wait to try these out. So if you're interested in what shades I picked up, how they look on the cheeks and some comparisons to other formulas that may be similar, then let's get started. Okay, so today's video is going to be all about these new Rare Beauty powder blushes. These are now available in 6 shades and they will set you back £26 or $26 for 2.8 grams of product. These are described as giving a radiant glow with a subtle flush of colour, a silky smooth feather light formula with durable pigments to provide an uplifted look all day. So as I said, available in 6 shades and I picked up 3 of those. And if you've been here a little while, I guarantee you know exactly which 3 I picked up, don't you? I'm nothing if not predictable. We have Joy, which is described as a muted peach. Oof, that shine. My poor heart. Definitely has like, it's obviously a peach, but it definitely has a bit of a gold shift and reflect in there. It looks stunning. I'm so excited about these. Next we have Hope, which is a nude mauve. Oof, the sheen is just really doing things for me. I'm not sure I would say that's a nude mauve. To me that's quite pinky coral, but I'm not mad about it. And then we have Love, which is described as a terracotta. Definitely the deepest of the 3 shades that I picked up. These feel very, very silky to the touch. I did some swatches of these outside for my Instagram photos and just swirling a finger in there, they feel so silky. I absolutely agree with the silky texture claim. So some of the blush formulas, by the way, I should explain. Okay, in case you're new here, in which case, welcome. I'm so rude. But I am a glowy luminous blush girl, okay? I absolutely love these glowy luminous, is it a blush, is it a highlighter formulas. They're just my cup of tea. They tickle my pickle, okay? So I've got a few formulas to just compare, not because I think the shades will necessarily be dupes or anything, but I just want to see how this fits in like the scheme of the glowy blush community, you know? So some of my favorite glowy formulas are the Laura Mercier, the NARS, the Hourglass, and of course the RMS, which are probably the glowiest before today. Who knows, they may be about to be toppled. So this is Mai Tai from RMS and I'm going to use Joy as a comparison because I think they'll be in the ballpark. I forgot which finger was which blush, so I'm swatching them again. So this is Joy from Rare Beauty and underneath we have Mai Tai from RMS. I think Joy is actually even sheenier than RMS. They're kind of close colour-wise, but what I wanted to look at was the finish and just how glowy these are. It's a very smooth, silky glow or sheen, but it is very sheeny. Okay, so I've swatched all of the other glowy blush formulas that I thought might compare, but I don't know if you can tell, Rare Beauty is by far the glowiest new kid on the block. It's out sheening and shining them all. So at the top we have the new Rare Beauty in the shade Joy, then we have that RMS Mai Tai, then I swatched Hourglass at night, then we have NARS Tempted, and at the bottom Laura Mercier Passion Fruit. So some of the glowiest blush formulas on the market, and I think it's very clear that the Rare Beauty is giving us the most glow, but in a very smooth, sheeny way, which I'm excited about. One thing I want to mention before we dive into the demo of these blushes is that fill amount is quite stingy. 2.8 grams of product is really quite small. NARS is not a large blush, and that's 4.8 grams, so almost double. The Hourglass are 4.2, RMS have 7 grams of product, Laura Mercier has 6 grams of product. So you see that is, you know, quite a small fill size. It's like less than half of some of its rivals. So bear that in mind when you're thinking about the price point, whether or not that matters to you. I mean, I can only speak for myself. I don't know that I've ever panned a blush. So, you know, I think we'll be fine. I think it'll last us, you know, long enough. But when you're thinking about the price point, just bear in mind, it may not be as good value for money as you think, because you're getting like half the amount. And so if you doubled the price to £52, you still don't have as much as you do in the RMS blushes. So you see what I'm saying, price wise, not great value for money for the amount of product you're getting. But let's jump into the demo and see how these look on the cheeks. Okay, so obviously I do only have the 2 cheeks, believe it or not, it's the truth, I promise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 2 lighter shades, one on each cheek, and then I'll try and use the 3rd shade, Love, a bit sort of higher up on the cheeks. I think we'll be able to see those 2 together. So I have the Louboutin foundation on today, so quite a blank canvas, quite, well, a pretty matte finish, so any glow we see is coming from these blushes. So I'm going to start off with the shade Hope. I hope I like it. The jokes are free, okay? So you're not allowed to complain. This is the Classic Cheek by Sonia G, and it's picking up quite a bit of product there. I'm a little worried. Nice little compact, I will say. I like the component. Nice handy little mirror. I do appreciate a mirror, okay? It's the little things. Okay, needn't have worried. That's my first thought, is that these are very buildable. They're starting off light. We are picking up, you know, a bit of product. You can get more punch for your lunch. You definitely can get a bit more impact by building these up. I just love that sheeny finish. Like, who needs highlighter when you've got a blush like that, you know? This isn't really my favourite kind of colour. I was really tempted to the peachy shades, but I wanted to pick up something that wasn't just peachy, because I am trying to make a video for other people and not just myself. So I tried to think of you guys and what would be, you know, a popular colour that people would be interested in, and not just my own preferences. And this was one that I thought, so I hope you enjoy it. But that is gorgeous. And you know, I really don't feel like it's crazily enhancing texture. Naked cheek, banging cheek, okay? I feel like I've got no bronzer on yet today, and I just don't feel like I need anything else with this. You've got sort of glowing, glorious cheeks sent from the heavens. You don't need highlighter. I'm not missing bronzer. She's spectacular. I do think it is emphasizing my texture versus nothing, but definitely not for me as much as I would expect from a product as glowy as this. I may have to go back for the others after this, okay? And now I'm going to start off with Joy on this cheek, and then we'll do a bit of Love at the end to see. We'll do a love-in at the end. Do you see that gold shift? I really think that's so pretty. Definitely a little bit more pigmented, this one, than I thought it would be, like right off the bat. Definitely my kind of colour, this. For sure, I much prefer these sort of peachier tones to like pinks. Very hard not to get extremely carried away with blush when you're doing reviews, because I just really want to see how much the colour builds, but obviously on my skin tone that's often a mistake. Again, that gorgeous luminosity, so beautiful. Like, absolutely no need for highlighter. It's catching the light gorgeously. Definitely Definitely my favourite shade, I think. I do like this shade, and actually I do think on the cheeks it is giving me mauve. It is giving me mauve. Maybe the swatch felt a little pinkier, but I do think on the cheeks it is looking mauvey. I'll say that. I admit it. So I'm just cleaning off my brush, and now I'm a little nervous now about Love, because now she's looking a little scary. So I'm going to lightly dab my brush in there. So yeah, definitely a more intense amount of pigmentation, this colour, to anything we've seen yet, but absolutely workable. Just use a light hand. That's so pretty. If you have a lighter skin tone, then you can just use a light hand and buff. On deeper skin tones, this is going to be glorious, okay? I think this is going to be beautiful. Tanned and deeper skin tones, divine. So this is Hope. Glorious. And then we have Joy at the front and Love at the back. What a party. Okay, so I am blushing to the heavens, okay? I'm hoping that this is kind of in the ballpark of looking symmetrical, that I'm going to get away with it at swimming lessons in about an hour. I mean, those people have seen some sights, so they're probably not going to bat an eyelid. These new blushes, I don't know if I can pick a favourite, okay? I'm always tempted to go with like the Joy shade. That lighter peachy blush is right up my street. It is my preference for a tone of blush, but I do like to branch out, and this Hope shade is really, I'm warming up to it. I wasn't sure when I saw the swatch. On my cheeks it definitely looks a little more mauve, a little more neutral, and it's nice to try something different, isn't it? But quite honestly, there was no disappointments or misses out of all three of these shades. I love them all. I think the finish of these is stunning. They're so sheeny. You do not need a highlighter. It's absolutely beautiful. I just love this kind of blush. This is exactly what I love. I find it so pretty on the skin, and I don't find that it's really emphasizing my texture, and I don't really feel like it's, you know, looking like sometimes a little heavy or it's sitting on top of the skin. These are melting beautifully in. They feel so silky and light. I think they're delightful, okay? This is one of my favourite products that we've seen so far in 2024. It's just exactly what I love, and like I showed you in the comparison swatches at the beginning, it is the glowiest blush I think I have in my collection. I can't think of anything glowier. Okay, and for me, the glowier the better. More is more when it comes to glowy cheeks in this house, okay? Now, obviously, if you're not really a glowy blush person, steer well clear of these, all right? They will not be for you. But I think there's kind of a colour for everyone here. I love the range. We've got some really nice deep colours there, richer colours that will look amazing on deeper skin tones. And we've got some really nice light colours. If you have fair skin tone, or you're just a blush phobe, you're a little nervous, you're a little scared, there are some lovely lighter shades that you will be able to build up and just go easy with that will be less intimidating. So I think this is a lovely little launch, a beautiful collection from Rare Beauty. I won't say I'm pleasantly surprised, because quite frankly, it was a glowy luminous blush. I don't think I was ever going to be disappointed. The only thing that could have gone wrong is if I didn't really like the colours, they weren't kind of true to the swatches online, or if it just looked a little chalky or they were a bit heavy and thick, which I don't really like with my blush formulas. None of those things happened. I love these, and that's really all I can say about that. So please let me know if you've picked any of these up. I may well go back for more, okay? There weren't a lot of swatches online. I want to see more swatches in like natural daylight on people around my skin tone, and then I may well be going back for more because they are beautiful. I really like these. I'm super happy with how these turned out. Look at my cheeks, for goodness sakes. But please let me know if you pick these up, if you like these types of products. Are you a glowy blush girl as well, or are you like matte all the way, and what is happening and you're terrified? Please let me know in the comment section down below. But thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you found this video helpful, and I would love to see you in the next one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.